How do you handle stress? Do you take a deep breath and carry on, or do you find yourself losing sleep, overthinking every detail? This isn't just casual curiosity, but rather a significant question that impacts our overall well-being. Stress, whether we like it or not, is an inevitable part of life. It's as ubiquitous as the air we breathe, and just like that air, it can be either life-giving or poisonous depending on how we handle it. It's a universal experience, crossing boundaries of age, culture, and circumstance. Some stress can even be healthy, pushing us to grow and adapt. But stress, when mishandled or left unchecked, can wreak havoc on our bodies and minds. It's not the stress itself that's the problem, but our response to it. How we handle stress can either fortify us or wear us down. It can either make us resilient or leave us feeling overwhelmed and powerless. Stress is a part of life, but the way we handle it makes all the difference. Sometimes, in an attempt to deal with stress, we might adopt coping mechanisms that do more harm than good. Unhealthy coping mechanisms often provide temporary relief, but can exacerbate the problem in the long run. Take, for instance, substance abuse. It's no secret that some people turn to alcohol, drugs, or even food when they're feeling stressed. While these substances may offer a temporary escape from the pressures of life, they can lead to addiction, health problems, and even more stress in the long term. It's like trying to put out a fire with gasoline. It might seem like a good idea in the heat of the moment, but it only makes things worse. Overeating is another common response to stress. Comfort food feels good in the moment, but it's not a sustainable solution. It can lead to weight gain, health issues like diabetes or heart disease, and a cycle of guilt and stress that can be hard to break. Then there's procrastination. We've all been there, putting off a task because it feels too overwhelming. But delaying only leads to more stress as deadlines approach and tasks pile up. It's like a snowball rolling downhill, gathering more snow and speed as it goes. Withdrawal from social activities is another unhealthy coping mechanism. People may isolate themselves, believing they need to handle their stress alone, or that they're a burden to others. But humans are social creatures by nature, and isolation can lead to feelings of loneliness and depression. These unhealthy coping mechanisms can provide a temporary sense of relief, a momentary escape from the stresses of life. But the relief is fleeting, and the consequences can be severe. The more we rely on these unhealthy habits, the more ingrained they become in our behavior, and the harder they are to break. So next time you're feeling stressed, take a moment to consider how you're coping. Are you reaching for that bottle of wine or bag of chips? Are you putting off important tasks or withdrawing from friends? If so, remember that these are short-term solutions with long-term consequences. Unhealthy coping mechanisms may seem like a quick fix, but they often complicate matters further. On the other hand, healthy coping mechanisms can help us manage stress effectively without causing further harm to our well-being. Let's start with the basics: regular exercise. It's not just about building muscles or losing weight. Exercise releases endorphins, the body's natural mood lifters, and it improves our capacity to handle stress. Whether it's a brisk walk in the park, a yoga class, or a high-intensity workout, find a physical activity that you enjoy and make it a part of your routine. Next, a balanced diet. When we're stressed, we might be tempted to reach for comfort foods, often high in sugar and fat. But a balanced diet of fruits, vegetables, lean proteins, and whole grains can provide the nutrients our bodies need to cope with stress. A well-nourished body is better equipped to handle life's stresses. Now let's talk about sleep. It's easy to underestimate its importance, but adequate sleep is crucial for stress management. When we're well rested, we're better able to react to stressful situations in a calm and rational way. Prioritize sleep and create a restful environment to promote a good night's rest. Moving on to mindfulness. This is the practice of focusing our attention on the present moment without judgment. By cultivating awareness of our thoughts and feelings, we can observe our stressors without getting caught up in them. Mindfulness practices, such as meditation or deep breathing, can help in reducing stress and promoting a sense of calm. Last but certainly not least, maintaining social connections. Humans are social creatures, and having strong relationships can act as a buffer against stress. Be it family, friends, or a supportive community, these connections can provide emotional support and a sense of belonging. Healthy coping mechanisms might require more effort initially, but they provide a long-term solution to managing stress. And remember, it's not about perfection, but progress. Small, consistent steps towards these healthy habits can make a significant difference in how we manage stress. When we compare healthy and unhealthy coping mechanisms, the difference in their effects on our well-being becomes clear. Let's start with the immediate effects. Unhealthy mechanisms such as substance abuse, overeating, or procrastination might offer a temporary relief, a fleeting escape from the stressor. However, they merely mask the problem. They don't resolve it. On the other hand, healthy mechanisms like exercise, meditation, or seeking support from loved ones may not provide an instant gratification, but they help manage stress effectively by addressing the root cause. In the long run, unhealthy mechanisms can lead to a vicious cycle of stress. Overeating, for instance, can result in health issues like obesity and heart disease, which in turn can create more stress. Substance abuse can lead to addiction, further exacerbating the original stressor. Procrastination can pile up tasks and deadlines, amplifying the pressure. It's like trying to douse a fire with gasoline. It only fuels the flame. Contrastingly, healthy coping mechanisms can help break this cycle. Regular exercise not only improves physical health but also releases endorphins, the body's natural mood lifters. Meditation promotes mindfulness, helping us stay focused on the present rather than worrying about the past or future. Seeking support enables us to share our burdens, making them feel lighter. Moreover, healthy coping mechanisms have a positive ripple effect. Regular exercise can boost confidence and improve sleep. Mindfulness can enhance our relationships by making us more empathetic and understanding. Sharing our problems can foster stronger bonds with our loved ones, so what's the takeaway? Unhealthy coping mechanisms might offer a quick fix, but they come with a hefty price tag. They exacerbate stress, compromise our health, and can even lead to addiction. Healthy coping mechanisms, on the other hand, might require more effort initially, but they pay off in dividends. They help us manage stress effectively, improve our health, and enhance our overall well-being. Choosing healthy coping mechanisms over unhealthy ones can significantly improve our quality of life. The power of choice lies in our hands. We can choose how we respond to stress. It's a simple truth, yet one we often forget. Our reactions to stress are not predetermined. They're not carved in stone. They're a choice that we can make consciously every single day. When we find ourselves in the midst of a stressful situation, it can be easy to feel as though we're at the mercy of external forces. The strain of work, the pressure of deadlines, the demands of daily life, all of these can seem overwhelming. But the reality is, while we may not have control over these external factors, we do have control over one crucial element: our response. How we choose to respond to stress can be the difference between a healthy coping mechanism and an unhealthy one. It's the difference between resilience and fragility, between coping and crumbling. It's the difference between letting stress control us and us controlling the stress. Choosing a healthy response requires awareness and intention. It's about recognizing the signs of stress in our bodies and minds, and then consciously deciding to engage in activities that help us relax and recharge. It might be taking a walk, practicing mindfulness, talking to a friend, or simply taking a few deep breaths. The key is to make this choice consciously and consistently. The power of choice also extends to our mindset. We can choose to see stress as an enemy or as a challenge. We can choose to focus on the negatives or to find the silver linings. We can choose to dwell on the stressful situation or to redirect our attention towards solutions and positive actions. Choosing our responses to stress is not about denying the reality of our situation. It's not about pretending that everything is fine when it's not. Rather, it's about acknowledging our situation for what it is, and then making a conscious decision to navigate it in the healthiest way possible. Remember, the power to manage stress effectively lies in your hands. You have the power to choose your response, to choose your mindset, to choose your coping mechanisms. The power of choice is a tool that can either build us up or break us down, so choose wisely. In this video, we've explored the impact of healthy and unhealthy coping mechanisms on our stress management. We delved into the concept of the stress quotient and how it varies from person to person. We then traversed the terrain of unhealthy coping mechanisms, including avoidance, substance abuse, and self-blame, and how these can wreak havoc on our mental and physical health. Switching gears, We explored healthy coping mechanisms such as mindfulness, exercise, and seeking support, underscoring their role in enhancing resilience and overall well-being. We drew a comparison between the two sets of coping mechanisms, highlighting the stark contrast in their effects on our lives. The power of choice was our next stop, illustrating how we can consciously choose healthier ways to deal with stress, thus fostering a balanced and happier life. In the end, remember that managing stress is a journey, not a destination. Choose healthy coping mechanisms and make your journey a pleasant one. Like and subscribe to join us on a journey of discovery as we seek to understand the fundamental aspects of human behavior, emotions, cognition, and relationships. Self-improvement and mindfulness starts with an understanding of our behavior and those around us. Here at Human Nature Explained, we believe that by having this knowledge, we can gain valuable insights into ourselves and others, fostering empathy, compassion, and personal growth. Until next time,